Hey, Corby did it. Good, darling. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Join us for breakfast and coffee and mimosas.
Mimosas.
A drink in each hand. Good morning. Is that good?
Mm-hmm.
We can eat everything at once, and Madam X is making us some scrambled eggs.
Ooh.
And we're gonna. I think breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and everybody says that. And it's almost a cliche, but it really is. It's always at the big breakfast. Corby,
Yes.
did you sleep well, darling?
Oh, I did. Like a lamb. You know.
I heard that bleeding.
No, it's like last night was another one of our up till all hours
Late night.
late night talks.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm so used to going to bed and the thoughts of the day or what I'm going through, they're just resonating in my mind.
Yes.
And you lay there awake
Yes.
and nothing gets solved.
No, of course not. It's just a habit.
And the last 2 nights that we've been up till all hours talking and everything, I go to sleep. It's just so peaceful. It's like, I mean, the problem is not solved, but there's an inspiration that you started, and it's just like this little wave or a sheet coming over me going, it's going to be okay.
It is going
And
to be okay.
you just sleep that way.
I'm so glad, Corby. Corby is a very tender-hearted, kind, sweet man who does our dishes afterward. I haven't had a house get do that before. But last night we talked about some of the things you're going through and the issues that you're trying to solve, and I was just really so sympathetic to you and tried to help you. But would you care to mention some of those things that you're dealing with, from having to leave Spain? You know, you put on your, with your picture on my page, you were back and all this angst around it, but I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
And last night I learned what it was.
I had basically been in retail for years, and a friend of mine married this man from Europe while she was on tour. She's a jazz singer, and came back to America with him. Well, the next thing I know, they are opening a club in North Beach, San Francisco. And he hired me away from Saks Fifth Avenue to basically be the, you know, publicity liaison, general manager. I wore many different hats there. Well, as the years went by, he and Kim divorced. And the club, because of community property, all of this, just ended up closing. He had gone back to Europe, was in Switzerland at the time, and the club closed on July 31st, 2008. August 1st, my home phone rings, and it's him, it's Steve, and he's ready to move on to the next thing. And he said, you know, I said to you one night when we were at the Cinch, a bar in San Francisco, but he had said, don't worry about what's going on now, I'm always going to take care of you.
But he didn't. Ultimately, let's get to Spain.
Well, so I moved there, now, you know, 6 years later, working with him on his new project and all of this, and everything was fine. But it was like 1 month ago, yesterday that he announced he was bankrupt. Well, here I am, an illegal alien in Barcelona, and so I just packed up and hightailed it back to the States.
Did he give you any money? Did you have?
I got my final pay, and
But there was no warning of it.
no, this was just
Out of the
all
blue.
yeah,
What a blow.
and
Did he then retain his friendship with you?
I
Or
have
talk?
not spoken with him since. I sent him an email, and that had it was basically just very, consoling him. Not an email of like, what am I gonna do? It was like, I totally empathized with what he must be going through,
Yes.
and I never heard back.
And that was a month and a day ago.
Yeah.
Now, isn't it interesting how you know exactly how long ago it was?
Oh yeah.
To the minute. It's like birth or death. You know, when someone is born, and they die. And so that means so much to you that you know the time. That's a real hard thing to take, because it was only last night that I realized that I knew about some of the things that Corby's talked about, but I didn't realize the betrayal that was involved and the loss of a friendship. If someone says they're going to take care of it, it's like a divorce in a way, a bad divorce. And it's like, you like that? Well, honey, it's over. Been there, done that.
Right.
It hurts like hell. And I think many, many people have been through that kind of thing. Betrayal is one of the hardest things to deal with, I think. And I know we talked by email at one time, and I told you to listen to Wayne Dyer.
Yes.
I suggested, I can tell you, that you listen to Wayne Dyer when you couldn't sleep. And I really recommend that for anyone who has insomnia. Or it doesn't have to be Wayne Dyer, it can be whomever you want. But it needs to be talking, not music.
Right.
Because if you listen to someone talk, hopefully you learn something. But beyond that, you're listening. And so if you're really listening, you can't have all that stuff going through your mind, and you fall asleep. Did you find that to be the case?
That is, but also when you're asleep, your mind does not stop. Your mind doesn't go to sleep also. If it did, nobody would have dreams. Your mind is still soaking in everything that is being said while you are sleeping.
But
and
it
so
puts you
I
to
found
sleep. That
right,
my point is,
right.
It allows you to sleep.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
But I went onto YouTube and I found a playlist that has like 200 hours of Wayne Dyer.
Well, you can sleep for 200 hours.
Right, but
You
I
can
mean,
be
this
Rip
just
Van
plays.
Winkle.
But it just plays all night long while I sleep. I just leave
Yeah,
my
I do that.
computer and
I do that. I have CDs and I listen all night long. And I've done it for years and years and years. And I listen to Deepak Chopra. And, I try to follow what they say and do it and act on it. Because if we don't have the action behind the lesson, if we believe the lesson, then we're just listening, and it just goes in one ear and out the other. Hey, Corby, you gotta act, darling. I love you. I think that you are an exceptional human being. You have a very tender heart. You're very talented. Now you say something nice about me. See? That's why we say it, so that you'll say something
yeah,
nice
so
or we can close this with you doing Judy Garland.
doing Judy Garland.
Yeah, like you did the imitator.
Well, I mean, that was lip syncing. That wasn't my own voice. No, I'm that
Oh,
good at
no.
I'm that good
Oh,
at lip syncing.
no.
It looks like
I
I'm
thought-
actually singing it.
Oh, I thought you sang like Judy Garland.
No.
Oh, I'm so disillusioned. He's not nice at all.
But you know what I can do? I can sing like Carol.
Okay, do that.
I went away from the lights of 14th Street and into a personal haze. But now that I'm back with those lights on 14th Street, tomorrow will be brighter than the good old days.
There you go, Corby.
Hello, Patsy. Well, hello, Patsy. It's so nice to have you back in my heart where you belong.
Oh, bye, darling. Bye.
Ciao, ciao.